If they ain't got it, I'ma mask up and take it. 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 Mask up and take it.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, and in today's video we have a story time.
It's time for a story, it's time for a story, a very special story, especially for you. It's time for a story, it's time for a story. Sit down and listen now, don't be a Jew.
So as you guys know, for years now I have been doing 365-day West German clown projects. We started with Stinky, where I took him with me every day for an entire year. I did all kinds of bad stuff to him. Pretty much anything that would have been done on stage with Clown's actual West German clown mask. And when that was over, I was bored and wanted to do another one, and the Nomad idea was born, and I sent this clown mask out to artists all over the world, had them keep him for a week at a time for an entire year, just doing whatever they wanted to do to him. He had a lot of cool looks and got to do a lot of cool things. And when that one was done, I got kind of bored again, and I wanted to do another 365-day project, and I was inspired by my buddy Tom to leave a clown outside in the Ohio weather for an entire year. So we had a nice harsh summer and then a pretty brutal winter. It was definitely a cold winter, probably one of the coldest that I can remember. Lots of ice, lots of snow. And when that one was done, once again I got this hankering to do another clown project, and I wanted to do something definitely different this time. And they've all been pretty different on their own, but I just meant in terms of how I was going to do it, what I was going to do it on. I kicked back and forth the idea of not even doing it on a clown, but I figured I didn't want to break the cycle. I got the idea. I ended up getting a vinyl West G from a buddy of mine, also a patron, Dylan Parker. And once I got it, it just didn't feel right. I don't know how to explain it, but it just didn't feel like the right thing to do. So I got to thinking a little bit more, a little bit of brainstorming here and there, and I came up with an even better idea in my opinion. Now when I first came into the hobby, we had hardly anything that we have now. There were barely any legit artists making any sort of Slipknot replicas. Vintage West German clowns did not exist. And there were only maybe 5 or 6 people making YouTube videos about their little Slipknot collection, and they definitely weren't what they are today. So I came across this channel called The Latex Mask. I don't think it exists anymore. The kid's name was Bryce Tack, shady little character. And he had posted a couple videos of different Slipknot masks in his collection. He kind of made them or recasted certain things or whatever. He posted a video where he was interested in getting certain Slipknot masks, one of them being a unconverted Forums Novelty Jester, which I had. Mine was rotting pretty severely, so I didn't think that it was going to be a big deal for me to trade that thing off, especially if I could get a clown out of it. So I approached Bryce and asked him if he could get me a clown. And keep in mind, I had no idea what a vintage clown was at the time. I was like 15, maybe even younger. He said yes, and he showed me a photo of a really shitty latex recast. It was fucking awful. The paint was horrendous, a super uneven cast, very flawed, no hair. But for some reason I was like hyped on it. Fuck yeah, let's get it. So we did the trade, and I got this shitty clown mask, but I was so happy because it was a clown, so I figured why not take a latex clown and do a project on it instead of these vinyl ones. Obviously these vinyl ones are pretty fucking indestructible, so I want to see what a year's worth of project does to a latex clown. I hit up my buddy Paul Vick. I said, hey, do you want to trade? He said yep, so I got this cast. I painted it up pretty similar to the old latex cast that I got from Bryce back in the day, and the project is going to be a mixture of the two. Stinky and Nomad come together. This is going to be my kick-around clown for the next year, but the kicker on this project is that I'm going to be changing his appearance once a day for all 365 days of the year. Not going to be severe changes every single time. It could literally even just be me putting a fingerprint on the top of the head or drawing a line underneath the chin. But every day something new is going to happen to him, and I'm going to be posting the progress pics in the House of Masks Hangout and on my story on Instagram. So if you're not following me there yet, make sure to go do so. And if you're not in the Hangout, make sure to go join. As you can see, we have already slightly started doing stuff to him. The first day I added this black and white like face paint cross, and then the next day I covered him in baby powder and gave him this really powdery look, and the acrylic paint that's on there is already coming off, and it's very similar to the original clown that I had back in the day, so I'm stoked about that. Haven't decided what I'm going to do to him today, so after we shoot this video I'm sure that I'll figure it out. It'll come to me. Yeah, I'm just super stoked. This seems a lot like Clown's Mask 0.5 era. Like every day he said he was going to do something different based on how he felt.
As of the last 3 days, I feel like nothing, so nothing is exactly what you get void of all color. Might as well be fucking space, because that's pretty much where I feel I'm at right now.
I'm definitely into that concept, so I think that this little kick-around clown is going to be fun to have, and it definitely reminds me of these two. Just a pure combination of the two. So I'm very excited to see what happens to him, and I hope that you guys are too. Haven't decided if I'm going to do video updates yet or not. If that's something that you guys would like to see, let me know. But I figured since he changes once a day, every day, it's going to be hard to do actual updates. And they'll just have to be updates like on that day that I choose to film. But that's totally up to you guys. Let me know down below what you think. I hope that you guys are excited for this project because I am. And yeah, that'll do it for today's video. We will see you later. Oh, and one last thing. His name is Harold.